Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Brittany and I talk all things beauty here on my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the best of the best eyeshadow palettes in my collection. So this is not a ranking, these are in no particular order. I just wanted to look at my eyeshadow palette collection and get the palettes that I was like, these are so good and you need these. These are palettes that I recommend. Maybe you're trying to figure out what palette to buy at the moment, and these are just some palettes that like I love. I truly love so much to the bottom of my heart, and I wanted to share them with you. So let's jump into it. I've got all different price points in this video, but I just thought it'd be kind of fun just to talk about eyeshadow palettes and let you know the best of the best quality in my collection. So y'all already know which one I have on my head first, so I'm just going to talk about it first, get it out of the way. We're going to talk about my Adept Cosmetics Heather Austin palette, and I'm sure you're familiar with Heather Austin, but if not, I'll link her in her YouTube down below. But this beauty right here, of all the palettes in my collection, this quality right here, it's best. It doesn't get better than this palette, in my opinion. I love this palette. You can go green, you can go warm tone with the oranges, you can go purple, you can get like a very subtle look. I mean, I'm telling you, this palette seriously has it all. And I'm just telling you, I'm trying to like let you know, go for an all matte look sometimes, because if you just pair some of these mattes together, your look looks incredible. Yeah, and I can't wait to reach for this palette during the fall time as well. It's a goodie, and I'm trying to think, do I need a backup? Do I need to buy a backup? Because I've already hit pan, and I'm about to hit pan in the shade Passport as well. I've already hit pan in the shade Austin. I'm like, oh no, do I need a backup? Let me know. Should I? I use this palette literally almost every day. Next, from Adept, I wanted to mention the House of Elle palette. These both are limited edition, but if you love sparkle, oh honey, this is your girl right here. These, I don't have another palette in my collection other than like Pat McGrath, the Astral Blitz, like sparkly as these shimmers. These are incredible, and you don't get fallout. With the, with Pat McGrath, you get tons of fallout. This, no fallout, and it is an amazing formula. So if you want the sparkle, here you go. It's amazing. And if you don't look at this, you can pair these with like browns and you'll get such a cute look. So I'm telling you, it's so good. Now I want to talk about my new Nomad Cosmetics palette. This is I don't know how to say it, but it's the Provence palette. That's what I'm going to say. Did they change their formula? Because this is freaking incredible. It is so pigmented. It is beautiful. Other than this shade right here, I love every single shade in this palette. And this one works beautifully. I finally know how I'm going to use this. I use this in the inner corner, and it is a gorgeous duochrome. I'm not a big fan of putting it all over the lid, but I love it in the inner corner. But now I'm telling you, like, some of these, all these shimmers are so amazing. The mattes are so pigmented and blendable. I'm just like, oh my, like, all the Nomad palettes are good, but this one's like extra special. Like, this has got some good stuff in here. I don't know, but it's really good. And I love how you get warm tones, you get cool tones, you get like the best of both worlds. You can go daytime, you can go nighttime, and that's what I look for in a palette. And I love this palette for that reason, because you can get a very soft, subtle look, or you can take it smoky, and I just love this palette so much. It really encourages me to play with color, and I have said in my previous videos, oh, it's muted color. No, it's pigmented, but it's very beautiful. Like I said that before I tried the palette, it is not muted. It is beautiful in all her glory. Now, like I said, this is no particular order. I'm just reaching in. I want to talk about an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is the Primrose palette. This formula is incredible. The mattes are so pigmented. They are very pigmented, guys. They're so blendable. These two, I don't know what they were thinking. These aren't blushes or bronzers. I just use these as eyeshadows. They may be blush and bronzers on some skin tones, but not mine. This makes me look orangey, and this makes me look insane. Like, it's just not for me. But they work beautifully as eyeshadows, and these shimmers, when I tell you, are the softest, like the most pigmented. This palette is really good. I feel like a lot of people skipped over this one, but it is incredible. Myself included, guys. I was going to skip over it, and then I went into Ulta because, I just had to make a real quick stop. And I started swatching this palette, and I was like, you are coming home with me. So definitely, like, if you love these tones, it's a perfect palette. It's so cool and pigmented. Let's talk about Glam Light Cosmetics. I only have one palette so far. I did order the Michaela Pot 2 palette, like the mini palette and the highlighter palette, but that's still, it was a pre-order, so it's still not to me. But this formula is incredible. And I do have the Michaela Glam Light like part 1, but I'm still testing that out. But this palette right here, it is incredible. These mattes are so beautiful and blendable. They're super pigmented. You don't get like tons of fallout with them. And these shimmers are so soft. It's like almost Super Shock, but not quite. Sparkly, amazing. I love this palette in the fall. I love it for the summertime. I just use this palette year round. It is so beautiful. And it's incredible formula. I absolutely love it. And the packaging, like, they killed it with it. Now let's talk about Odin's Eye Cosmetics. Okay, this palette. This is a Soulmane 2. This black right here, I use it as eyeliner almost every single day. It's my favorite black in my collection. This palette really inspires me to play with color, and every time I use this palette, I'm hooked. I love the look, and I always get compliments. It's very beautiful. But like, this palette has my heart, guys. The Hella palette, this takes it to a whole new level, okay? These shimmers, that's the star of the show. They are so like beautiful and shifty. Like, there's 1, 2, for sure 2, I would say multi-chromes. They are very beautiful. The shade River is so unique. It can be very like everyday, or it can be grungy. It just, I don't know, it's amazing. It just depends on what matte you like pair it with. The shade Hellfire is so pretty. I love the greens, and this really dark deep shade down here, oh, it just makes this smoky eye. If you just put that all over the lid and blend it out, it's incredible. I love this palette so much. And the next palette that I want to talk about, it is from Sydney Grace, and this is the Tiny Marvels palette. They did this in collaboration with Mel Thompson, and she nailed it, man. They did such a phenomenal job on this palette. I miss her dearly. I miss her voice. I miss her videos and her reviews. She was such a light in this world, and this palette, I just have a little bit of peace with her. I keep it on my vanity. I see it every day, and these mattes in here, oh my word, like, y'all aren't kidding. Sydney Grace has an amazing formula, and I get the hype now. This formula is incredible. And you can take it daytime, nighttime. That's why I love this palette. It's so versatile, and every time I use it, I get a stunning look. I'm obsessed with it. And let's talk, okay, so we don't ever talk about singles. I feel like you forget about singles. We only talk about eyeshadow palettes, guys, but show your singles some love too. And I have one to show y'all today. This is from JD Glow Cosmetics, and this is the shade Unexpected. It is older, but it's a new love for me, and this is incredible. Let's just talk about how big like the pans are. But this shade Unexpected, it's stunning, guys. It's very textured, but I'm telling you, it is so unique. Like, this is another one where it's, you know, you can make it every day, or you could just build it up. But are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't need to say anymore. Check it out. This is so sparkly, and like, it shifts from, like, it's got a dark base, and it's got blue, it's got everyday. It's like incredible. If you want a first single, like you're just starting out on singles, go get this. You will, like, you'll thank me later. You're welcome. Go pick it up. It's amazing. Now let's talk about, I'm saving Natasha Denona for last because I got quite a bit from her. Now let's talk about Pat McGrath, and you know, all her palettes are not my favorite. I've definitely decluttered a lot from her, but I do love her formula. And I'm going to talk about the palette that made me fall in love with Pat McGrath, and I blame Patty Alonso for this. She reviewed this palette and she started crying because of a shade in here, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta have it. This is, I don't know how to pronounce it, Voyeuristic Vincent? I don't know. This is incredible. Is she boring? Some may say yes, but in the best way possible. It is beautiful. This shade right here is like what got me all worked up to get it. So in the mirror, you see how it's like pink and gold? It's just so stunning. The matte is so beautiful, and I love how versatile it is because you can just do very light, or you can deepen it up and it gets so dark and smoky. But this is that shade that just, it's so pretty. Let me kind of swatch it, and it's very like textured, and you may get some fallout if you don't use a glitter glue, but this little quad right here, I was like, okay guys, I get the Pat McGrath hype. Next from Pat McGrath, this is the Utopian Dream palette, and I adore this palette. This is my first Mothership, and it's incredible. And like, the packaging, are you kidding me? It's amazing. And the color story, look at this. It is so pretty. These two Astro Blitz are so shiny and sparkly. This duochrome right here, it's like green, red, pink. It's amazing. I really do love it. And it's like the softest shadow. Like, it glides and it can just go on and on for days. Like, I'll swatch it for you. Like, I barely dug into that shade. It is literally incredible. But yeah, this palette, if you love pinky tones but like some sparkle with it, because you can get a very subtle look with this too if you just go in with like this everyday and like this shade, or you can get it very poppin', you can get it sparkly, daytime, nighttime. I love this palette so much. So definitely, if I could recommend one Mothership, I would recommend that one. Are y'all gonna get her new one coming out? It's so pretty. Boring, but like I said, in the best way. It is so pretty. Everyone's going to love it. I can just feel it. And this one, I don't know if it's available. Sometimes it's on Sephora, sometimes it's not. But like, I just want to say it's really good. If y'all don't have, if y'all can get it, get it. This was her holiday launch last year. I don't want to talk about it too long. It's incredible. And like this green, it made me fall in love with green. Are you kidding me? Look at that. I don't know if I have room to swatch, but I will try. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. So definitely pick up that palette if you can still get your hands on it, especially on sale, because I paid full price. I think I got like 10% off, but yeah, it was pretty expensive, but it's so worth it. It is so, so good. I'm just trying to wipe off some of that glitter because like it's all over me, but it's okay. I love it. Now, like last but certainly not least, Natasha Denona. I saved her for last because I got quite a few palettes to talk about. I love all her palettes, but I just wanted to focus on the ones that are the best, you know? So let's start it off with my true love, like tried and true. I have used this and abused it. The Glam palette. This is the midi size. Yes, give me all of these tones. These shimmers in here are so special and beautiful. So definitely, like if you're an everyday soft glam, kind of basic cool tone lover, get this. I know it can be like expensive. Maybe wait for the Sephora Abby sale or holiday time because they tend to run sales and bundles. This is so, so good. I think you would, if you need a splurge or like a gift, maybe you got a birthday coming up, this is you. If you love cool tones, yes, you would love this palette. Now, I'm going to talk about the retro palette. If you love pinks, are you kidding me? This formula is incredible. The shimmers are stunning. You get tons of the cream to powder formula in here. I don't need to say any more other than if you are a mauve tone lover, you need this in your life. It is so, so good. I adore it. And when I did my 100 subscriber giveaway, the winner picked this, and she's so lovely. I love her so much. We still talk. Now the bronze palette, if you love warm tones, guys, warm tones, like if you have a light skin, it may look copper orange on you, but if you have tan, medium, deep skin, you are going to love this palette. If you love warm tones, look no further. This palette is incredible. And also, now let's kind of like segue into the minis that I want to talk about, because these are like the best price for if you just want to try out the formula. Okay, I'm going to start off with like a very new one from her, and if you're curious, the eye look I have today, I'm using this palette, and by the time this video goes up, probably I think that look will be up as well. But this is the mini bronze palette, and it is literally amazing. This formula is incredible. You get 4 mattes and you get 1 shimmer, and all 5 are beautiful. I love this palette so much. Yes, you can dupe it out, but if you just need like a warm tone travel palette, get it. It's just so, so good. Now I want to talk about kind of like the polar opposite, the Glam Mini. Look how cute this is. If you love cool tones, you're gonna love this palette. So if you needed a good travel palette, look no further. These are so good. But let me just say, they can't take a fall. They will bust. I literally, as soon as I got home from picking up the bronze palette, the box was open. I got it out of my purse and it fell and it shattered. But that's okay. It's still, you know, I can still use it. I cleaned it all up. But just, if you travel, be careful, because she will break on you if you drop her. Now, let's talk about a new mini-ish kind of. Actually, it's not really that new anymore. This is a mini Biba, and this palette, this formula is incredible. I want a mini size. So we got a super, super big Biba, we got a little Biba, and then we got a little bitty baby Biba. Beba. What did I say? Baby Beba. Jesus. So yeah, definitely if you need a good little neutral tone palette, she's cute. Really good. Now, probably my favorite mini. It's the mini gold palette. I love it so much. Like, this little booger is so versatile. Like, you got these deep tones, you get a light tone, you get an olive tone. It's amazing, and this shimmer is incredible. So if you don't have the big gold one, like the Big Daddy, get this one. And like, Natasha, where's our midi size gold? I need it. Like, I need you to start coming out with some midi sizes. We got the minis, but yeah, I think this is incredible. If you love green tones, olive tones, this is your girl right here. But anyways, guys, I had so many palettes in my collection. Oh my goodness, no. I want to talk about ColourPop, because it's getting, you know, I feel like brands start pushing out all the fall stuff and Halloween stuff now. If Hocus Pocus Gather Round Sisters palette comes back, I wanted to say this in this video. Get it. It is so good from ColourPop. It's amazing. I definitely wanted to shout this out. I use this year round. Yes, it's like fall tones, you know, gives you off that vibe, but it's a really good palette for all year round. But anyways, I did want to shout this out because it's getting kind of close to that time of the year where brands are going to start pushing out all this stuff at you, and if you see it, snag it because it's so good. But anyways, that is seriously it. I had to really look through my collection, and I was just like, I have so many good palettes, but I just want to show you the best of the best, and I think I did such a good job kind of like breaking down my collection and just showing you like what I really recommend to you all. Okay guys, that's going to wrap it up for me in today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this, and please go check out my review on mini bronze palette. I would very much appreciate it. And also, please let me know, what are your favorite palettes in your collection? Like, the best of the best. Like, when you just swatch it, like, these are the palettes where whenever, like, it's late at night and you're just like, I just want to look at my makeup and just look at them and swatch them and just play with it. You don't even put it on your eyes. What palette do you go for? What palette? Because I always go for my Adept palettes. And I do have the new one from Adept. I got this in PR. Are you kidding me? She's beautiful. I'm still testing it out, but it's incredible. It's incredible, guys. So please let me know, what are some of your palettes that you swatch just for fun? I would love to know. But anyways, I hope you are doing well. I hope that you're healthy, happy, and safe. Stay beautiful. Bye, guys.